WUB Network, America's sports leader, is proud to present the Flex Seal NASCAR Development Series, the former Xfinity Series. It is time for the OMA 250, the first race of the season here at Daytona, and it is time for the Nabisco pre-race show. I'm Eddie Kalegi, joined by our guest commentator today, Tony Stewart. Tripp McGinnis and Ed Kalegi will be on pit road. Tony, you excited? Yeah, you know, this is one of only 2 races in full length we'll be showing for this series. Yes, it is. It's the first race in this rebranded development series. We'll show this and the finale in full length. Aside from that, we'll show highlights during the Cup Series season. This is the last event for before the Daytona 500. Yep, definitely, and this is also an opportunity to see some of the new forms we've got in the series this year. We've got a new downforce package, and also the halfway bonus, where we're going to see the top 5 get points, the winner get a playoff point, so it'll be interesting to see how difficult it's going to be to win those halfway bonuses and how hard these drivers are going to push it. So 30 cars ready to race today here at Daytona International Speedway. Let's time for the Subway selections. Tony, we'll start with you. Who's your pick? Well, I'm going to have to go right here with Chase Elliott. He's a good plate racer. I think the Bushwhackers are going to prevail. I think a plate track, we're going to see a surpriser. Ryan Reed has won here twice before. He starts on the pole. I think he's going to get it done. As we look at the field, 30 cars ready to go here in the OMA 250 at Daytona. Plate racing extraordinaire Ryan Reed, he starts up on the pole. Rising star Christopher Bell, he begins his full-time campaign for JGR. Hemrick enters as the points leader after the win in the preseason race in Mobile. Favorites Chastain and Earnhardt start at the back. Now it's time for the command.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, star of the upcoming comedy Unfinished Business, Vince Vaughn. Driver, start your engine!
How about Vince Vaughn firing up the engines? For the OMA 250, the cars begin to roll off. Let's take a look at your starting grid. In row number 1, we've got Ryan Reed, and to his outside, Christopher Bell. In row 2, the highest Bushwhacker, Brad Keselowski, and Blake Cook for RCR. Row 3, Chase Elliott and Elliott Sadler saying it's his final season. Then Austin Cindric and Ryan Preece running part-time. Row number 5, we got Cole Custer and Ryan Sieg, sponsored by Lombard Bros Gaming. Then Brandon Jones and the veteran Joe Nemechek. Row number 7, Trevor Bayne and Eric Almirola. Row 8, we got Tommy Joe Martins in the 47, Daniel Hemrick in the 31. Row number 9, we've got Harrison Rhodes in the 21, Mike Lynette for Junior Motorsports. Row 10, Tyler Ruddick running part-time, and Chase Briscoe. Row 11, Kaz Gralla in the 56 and the 55 of Jeremy Clemens. Row 12, Josh Balicki in the 40 and Landon Eames in the 59. In the back row 13, Alex LeBay and John Hunter Nemechek. Row 14, Matt Tiff and old Morgan Shepherd. And rounding out the field, Ross Chastain and Jeffrey Earnhardt. Late breaking stories on pit road.
From a dirt racing background to one of NASCAR's rising stars, Christopher Bell begins his first full-time Flex Seal Series season today. The driver of the 20 looks to start off strong, with crew chief Jason Ratliff calling the shots. Tripp.
Bell's pretty good and all, but don't count out Ryan Reed. A 2-time Daytona winner, Reed starts on the pole as a veteran crew chief of his own, longtime Roush employee Bob Osborne. The 16 was also fastest in practice, so look for Reed to be strong all race long. Thanks, guys. So 10 laps, halfway bonus at the end of lap 5. We will probably have a pit stop, and we are green at Daytona. Here we go. Ryan Reed with a nice push from Keselowski to take the early advantage. And how about Christopher Bell? He messed up. He's going to drop way back. He's got his teammate Ryan Preece to save him back there. Meanwhile, Keselowski giving Reed the shove. Blake Cook guides the outside line. Bell coming back slightly. Already 3 wide as they come to finish lap 1. Keselowski abandons Ryan Reed and takes the lead with a nice push from the 3. Yeah, Brad Keselowski won the Daytona 500 last season. Definitely a factor. Cole Custer coming up the inside. We're going to ride along with him with a big push from Brandon Jones. Look at that good side drafting from that 00. He's come all the way to 2nd now, and he's going to push Keselowski. Ryan Reed runs 3rd. Brandon Jones 4th. Yes, 3 wide. Always gets dicey, especially when you got inexperienced drivers in this development series. Keselowski, Custer, Jones, Reed, and then the 60 of Austin Cindric. Tommy Joe Martins running up there. Yeah, Tommy Joe Martins, an interesting story. He didn't even know if Martins Motorsports would be able to field a car this season. They are, and you know, they would love these halfway bonus points. Yep, definitely. He's running in 7th right now, as Keselowski pushed by Custer. Top 3 are single file. And, you know, Cole Custer's a guy, now that's McDowell Haas Racing, that I chose to bring into this series, and I really think he's on the cusp of becoming a very successful driver, championship favorite here. So last lap till halfway. When does Custer make his move? Oh, he's going to think about it. Let's see. Reed's got to push, and he does. He makes his move to the outside. Big push from Ryan Reed. Cole Custer's going to clear. Now we'll block Keselowski. Martin's coming on the inside. I don't think it'll be enough. A bold move from Cole Custer to get the halfway bonus, and the caution flag comes out. Nice job there by Cole Custer to get in front. Great job there by Cole. Let's watch this replay. You see Ryan Reed, Elliott, and Sadler all organized. Custer makes his move, gets around Keselowski. So Custer gets the most points, then Keselowski, Ryan Reed, Tommy Joe Martins, Brandon Jones all get points here at the halfway bonus. Pit stops here, the field coming down pit road. To pit road we go.
Cole Custer pulls into his pit box, and there are no complaints from the halfway bonus winner, just regular service for the 00. Chase Elliott is not happy with his Chevy, telling Alan Gustafson that the car is too loose when he tries to side draft, slowing his progress to the front. They'll add some tape and increase the wedge, and he's away.
Smooth sailing for Ryan Reed, who's been in the top 5 all race long. 4 tires gas and a minor track bar adjustment for the 16. Here's a look at your fan predictions. What you liking, Tony? Well, even you got to see Morgan Shepherd getting some love. You know, Chase Elliott, definitely a favorite. He's been strong. Elliott Sadler. A lot of people picked Alan Marola. He's struggled so far. Let's try to dial up Cole Custer down there here in our Discord halfway chat. Cole Custer's Tony in the WUB booth. You got a copy? Yes, I do. Well, Cole, congrats on your halfway bonus. How's the car been so far? Well, we've been fortunate to have a good pushing the whole race so far. Brandon Jones in the 33s helped us. We've worked with Keselowski well. Fortunate to get that run on Ryan Reed. Now I got to ask you, Cole, you know, how do you feel about the rest of this race? Do you think you're going to have a chance to win it? Yeah, I think we do. I think we got a good car. Like I said, we got some friends up here. That's what you need. And being in front, I feel most comfortable. If there's a big one, only going to have 4 more laps off this restart. So I think we got a good chance. Thank you, Cole. Good luck. Thank you. So we're ready to restart lap 7 out of 10. Cole Custer, as we just talked to him, he's got a strong car and he's happy to be up front. The reigning Daytona 500 winner Brad Keselowski has led the most laps. Jones and Martin struggled on pit road. They fall to 7th and 8th. Blake Cook with a penalty and uncontrolled tire. Green flag, 4 laps to go at Daytona. Let's see, when are these tires going to make moves? You see Chase Elliott, Elliott Sadler, Jones, a bunch of Chevys on the inside. Keselowski pulling ahead of Custer with some help from Cindric. Custer, oh, he's going to block weird. Oh, and there they go. Sadler up into the pack. It's the big one. Up in the air goes big team racing on the side. I knew it was going to happen. That was a weird block by Custer, and it really stacked up the field. Red flag is out, a huge wreck. There's Trevor Bayne on fire. Jones, Sadler, Priest, Martins. A lot of good cars. There's Ryan Priest. He almost went upside down there. Trevor Bayne's car on fire against the wall. Daniel Hemrick's going to attempt to continue. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out that well for him. And let's take a look at a replay. Christopher Bell also getting some repairs. You have to watch. Cole Custer comes up right in front of Reed, and then it's just a big stack up. We'll watch it slower after this, and then look into the ins and outs of this wreck. So just watch. Custer gets this run, really stacks up Reed, and then Martins gets into Almirola, and Sadler around. Sadler comes back up across the track into the pack. Bayne takes a hard hit, and then Ryan Priest goes up on top of the 12 and the 21. Really weird looking there. Just watch Priest here. He's trying to make a bold move. The 12 and 21 both come down. He goes on top, then gets hit by Brandon Jones, goes on his side and back onto all fours. Weird wreck there for Priest. Very lucky he didn't stay upside down. Yep, definitely. There's all the cars out. Morgan Shepherd is also retired due to an engine issue. One last look at this wreck. The big one, we knew it was going to come. This driver's racing hard, and I don't think we're done. So we're ready to restart now. 2 laps to go. We'll see if it gets tougher. Brad Keselowski took the lead there. He hopes to start the season off right for the Bushwhackers. Cole Custer fell back to 3rd, but looks to come back for the lead. A lot of surprises up here in the top 10. Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek 9th for Fury Motorsports. You see Chase Briscoe, Josh Bilicki. Bell remains in the lead lap in 19th. Daniel Hemrick with some repairs. He's 1 lap down. 2 laps to go. We're green at Daytona. Nice push there from Elliott on Cindric. Keselowski's going to fall through the middle. Falling through the middle goes the 22. Here comes Cole Custer again with a push from Ryan Reed. Custer trying to side draft. What a move, but Cindric's going to take the lead back. It's Cindric versus Custer coming to the white flag. Look at Elliott trying to side draft. He's got Matt Tifft. Where did that 2 come from? Kaz Gralla taking a look out. A lot of new faces up there. Here they come through turns 1 and 2. Custer's going to make his move. Oh, and he goes around. Around goes the 60, the big one in the back. Caution's going to come out. The race is over. Ryan Reed has come through and Cole Custer is going to win. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Yeah, I thought Ryan Reed was going to take the lead there. I got juked out just like you. I thought Cole Custer was going to be in that wreck. Watch this. A huge wreck. I thought Custer was involved as he gets into Cindric in the right rear. I think Cindric's car actually went over Cole Custer, and he was able to continue just fine. A lot of contact in the back here. Watch the 0-0 again. Makes his move. Elliott nowhere to go. Tift and others. But Cole Custer's car is fine enough to do the burnout as he celebrates a big Daytona victory. You watch the results go down below. And, you know, I got juked out too. I thought Ryan Reed had just won that race. Yeah, because the way that 60 car hit the wall, I thought that car was going to land on Cole Custer, and I didn't think he'd be able to continue. A great job by the 0-0. You know, people are going to say that was a dirty move and all that, but you're racing at Daytona. This is the first race of the season. This is the biggest race of the season here in the Flex Seal Series. And these drivers want to win. And Cole Custer knew he had the faster car than Cindric. Cindric just got lucky there on that late restart. And Custer made his move, had some nice drafting help, and unfortunately Cindric paid the price. Will Cindric get retaliated at some point this season? Possibly. We'll just have to see in these highlights as the season goes on. It'll also be interesting to see these point standings early on. Obviously, we had some surprise finishers, as you see. So Custer is locked into the playoffs. This is a 10-race regular season. John Hunter Nemechek in by 1 point over Matt Tifft. You see guys like Josh Bilicki, Alex LeBay. That's not going to stay the same. Yeah, things are going to change in Atlanta, but, you know, Austin Cindric still in the top 5 in points. Well, the next race in this series is Atlanta, but the Daytona 500 coming up. Tony, you excited? Yep, I'm excited to be calling the race with you and Tripp. It's going to be a great show. So Cole Custer celebrating in victory lane after somehow making it through the melee to win here at Daytona. Follow us on Twitter at Eddie Kalegi, at Tripp McGinnis. We hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time here on WUB Network, America's Sports Leader.